Good documentaries make you rethink the past.
What happened? What happened?
Great documentaries change tomorrow.
I will never forget those screams.
Nothing's going to change unless we are outraged.
Demand different in 2021.
All revolutions seem impossible until they are inevitable.
SBS On Demand.
In a first, the federal government is listing a medicinal cannabis drug on the pharmaceutical benefit scheme. The government subsidy will dramatically slash the cost of the medicine that is used to treat a rare form of childhood epilepsy.
7-year-old Myla Taylor has a rare form of epilepsy called Dravet syndrome. The genetic condition affects 1 in 15,500 people and appears in the first year of life. Myla was 6 weeks old when she had her first epileptic seizure.
She was probably in the emergency department once to twice a week, sometimes daily.
The severe seizures sometimes lasted up to 4 hours. Then state government funded compassionate access to medicinal cannabis changed her life.
Since getting access to medicinal cannabis, haven't actually needed to go to emergency for the last 2 years.
Now the federal government will subsidise Epidiolex for all Australians. The federal health minister expects 116 patients a year will benefit. The medicine will cost between $6 and $41 per script.
It would otherwise cost them $24,000 a year, and for those families it would be, in almost every case, impossible.
Doctors involved in trialling the medicine will now be prescribing.
5 years ago, if you said to me, can I give my child cannabis? Will you prescribe cannabis to me? I mean, that's mind-blowing, really.
Epidiolex uses a different compound than the one illicit drug users take from cannabis. Professor Ingrid Scheffer found that the medicinal cannabis can reduce seizures in an epilepsy that is usually drug-resistant.
I would say about 20% of my Dravet patients have a dramatic response, which, might be going from many seizures a week to none for 6 months at a time.
Stopping and reducing seizures, helping to save lives.
1 in 5 children with Dravet syndrome will not live to adulthood. They will, and that's an enormous problem.
Making the medicine accessible to all Australians who need it, a welcome step. Felicity Ogilvie, SBS World News.
To sport and